This video is to all of my artists out there, and I'm just gonna break down what we did for one of our clients, the Tattoo Doctor, and really how we grew them from around 4,000 followers all the way up to 19,000 followers over the course of 6 months. Now, we're continuing to work with them, we're continuing to scale them, and it's been quite a long journey. It's been a fun one, and I just want to run you guys through the system because it's quite unique, I would say, and it focuses more on building that relationship with your clientele first. And so the first step that we took with them is we wanted to develop out that position, that style that's unique to them, and how we went about doing that. So let me just write this down: unique style. And what we did was we sat down with them and we just discussed, like, hey, what makes you unique as an artist? What's your craft? Of course, it's tattooing for them. And we first discussed, hey, in your area, what makes you unique? What makes you stand out? And for them, it was their freehand ability. So they do freehand tattoos. That was kind of like their specialty. They did other tattoos, of course, but that was their main specialty. So like, okay, how can we leverage that to be their content style, their key indicator for, like, hey, if you want a freehand tattoo, go to him. And so what we did was we're like, okay, so that's your style, freehand. And we developed out a specialty bio. We developed out specific types of content for that style. And we also created something called a conversion ad. And we designed it in a way that's building that personal trust, that really strong connection with the client and the artist intertwined. So what we did was we created that conversion reel. We actually scripted it out for them, targeting that freehand style, and we had them film it. So we actually wrote them the entire script. We gave them the description, like, hey, how to do it, where to shoot it, how long it should be, and then from there they filmed it. And then we took it back, and then we edited it, and then we posted it. And while we did post it organically, but then we also ran what's called a local authority, what we call a local authority campaign. And this authority campaign is what's driving people to their page. Because what you gotta understand is that in today's market, along just with this conversion ad, is people care more about that connection, that personal relationship with the artist that they're working with. And so in our eyes, we wanted to first develop out that relationship and force people to see their page. And that is where the local authority campaign comes into play. So we started at around $10 a day through Facebook and Instagram, and we mainly targeted Instagram pages because that was where his main clientele was coming from. And the authority campaign was designed to get new people coming to him all the time, consistently, repeatable. And from there, we were actually starting to get local followers, which was really important because you can get all the views you want, but if you're not continuing to get new followers in your area where people actually are gonna come to you to get work, then really what's the point? Unless you're traveling and you're actually like physically going to the locations, then there really is no point in creating a super big presence across the world if you can't even work with them. So what we did was we targeted local followers, and then this allowed us to get a really high-end clientele in the area instead of just getting a ton of followers. So we got a super targeted follower count, and we continued to increase that, and then we developed our sales system. Now, our sales system was designed, again, going back to the conversion ad, to build out that personal relationship, that connection, that part where people just come to you because they know that you're real, authentic, having that like transactional relationship where you're always trying to sell. Like, we're not doing that. This sales system that we built out for him and that we give to all of our clients is something quite unique because, again, we're not selling them. We're giving them an option to say, hey, are you looking to get work done? And we design it in a way that's specific to each of our artists. It allows them to have that connection, that relationship with them first. And then from there, when they're ready to get work done, they come to the artist. When you have this conversion ad going, you're constantly gonna be getting new followers. Well, what we also focus on is not only building that personal relationship, but constantly getting that compounded growth effect. And how we do that is by talking with them in the DMs, connecting with them, building that relationship, and then we create content. And we design content in a way that's, again, building that relationship and showing people this is what I do. And so for Daryl, which is the tattoo doctor, we wanted to build that relationship first. So again, he was doing the DMs, he was targeting them, he was connecting with them like we told. And then we were creating the content that got people to constantly see his page that were already following him. Because once you follow someone, you start to see their content. So what we did was, they may not be ready to get a tattoo right now, but in the future, they're gonna constantly be seeing your profile, constantly building that authority, and then from there, they're ready to get the tattoo when the time comes. Okay? And then step 5 was the effort. And we put a lot of effort in. But this is where that compounded growth comes into play. Because what you gotta understand is that Rome wasn't built in a day, and either way, you gotta put in the work to see results. Because at the end of the day, we can't do it all by ourselves. We have to have the artist's input. We have to be working with you in a way that builds that compounded growth. And over time, as you see, you start developing that sales system, you have the effort, and then from there, over time, maybe 3 or 4 months down the line, you start having those people coming back for getting tattoos, and then you're constantly getting booked. You're constantly getting people saying, hey, I want to get work done by you. This system now has again generated from 4K followers all the way up to 19,000 followers. And given that this has allowed him to grow another studio, so he has technically 2 studios now, a production studio as well. And it's been surreal to see his growth. We're actually gonna be flying out there next month to go shoot content with him and his team as well, because alongside his growth, we also work with his other artists in the area. And the specific style that we do for Daryl is unique across each artist. So each person has their specific style, and that's why there's no real overlap. So this is the style that we did and the structure that we took the artist Tattoo Doctor to grow their page and help them scale. And it's been amazing, and I really am looking forward to helping out more artists continue to grow, continue to scale. And yeah, this is what we do at Backsplash, but I look forward to seeing you guys again very, very soon to break down another client portfolio. I'm just excited to kind of give you guys as much kind of input as I can. Like, I'll create better and better videos as I go, but this is the one of many, and I'm excited to roll this out. So all being well, hope this helped. Take care, and like and subscribe so you can see more like this. Peace out.